So, hello there everyone and welcome. It is Niran here, and today it is time for me to bring you a very special FIFA 19 experiment indeed, because I haven't seen anyone do anything similar to this. I'm hoping, this always happens, to say I'm doing something and it turns out someone actually did it before, but I'm hoping this is the exception. Today, we are going to be seeing what happens when an entire team retires in FIFA career mode. What happens when the whole team just decides, you know what, I'm hanging up my boots, I'm sacking this off, I am done. We have compiled the oldest players together and put them into one side in the championship, and we are going to test out what occurs. If you go on to enjoy the video, slap a like on it, subscribe if you are new to the channel for similar videos like this and other general career mode stuff on FIFA 19. But now, let us take a little look at the squad. There's more talent in this team than you could shake a walking stick at, and that's a good job because there's a lot of walking sticks in this team. In goal, we have Villa. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know a lot of these people's first names, but this is a 41-year-old Paraguayan goalkeeper. Fair play to him, he's still 77 rated at that age. That is very impressive. Bruno Saltor of Brighton is at right back, 37 years of age. We've got Da Silva from Paraguay as well. I don't know what they're putting in their cereal over in Paraguay, but it's making their bones pretty strong, man. Hilton, the 40-year-old Brazilian centre-back from Montpellier, is the star defender at 78 rated, and a familiar name for English fans. Ashley Cole of LA Galaxy is at left-back at the tender age of 37. In midfield, we've got a Pizarro, not the Pizarro, the striker one, a different one. Alongside him is Nive, the oldest of the midfielders at 41, man. Jesus! 37-year-old Buffel is out on the right-hand side. Meanwhile, on the left, we've got Gonzalez from Argentina. Through the middle is the man, the myth, the legend, Shinsuke Nakamura of Japan. At attacking mid, he could also play on the wing if required, and he's 40 years old, man. And then up top, we've got Aduriz, 83 rated from Spain. Now, quick disclaimer, obviously, retirement is quite random on this game. Like, not everyone retires at the same time every time. Like, Buffon sometimes retires in Season 1, sometimes he'll retire in Season 2, but I've tried to give myself as big an opportunity of losing the majority of these players by just choosing ridiculously old people. I mean, surely Nive at 41 years of age as a midfielder is not going to continue after this season. On the bench, you can see, again, similarly old guys. Bizzarri, 40-year-old goalkeeper. Daniele, 39-year-old centre-back. Macaulay, 38-year-old centre-back. As well as Gobbi here at 37 from Italy. We've got Pellissier here, 39 rated, playing in Italy. Ogasawara from Japan, 39 years of age. And Kenny Miller here from Dundee. Two reserves in the form of the oldest player on the game, Oscar Perez, at 45 years of age. And Suleimani, the oldest defender on the game, 41 from Saudi Arabia. First of all, we've got Justo Villar from Paraguay. He is retiring. Oscar Perez is apparently a player for the history books. Am I allowed to tell? I'm actually allowed to renew his contract. Oscar Perez is going to continue for one more year. He's 45. He's going to continue to 46 or maybe even 47 years of age, depending on when his birthday is. What a hero. Bizzarri and Bruno Saltor are also not going to retire, which is a bit of a shame. This isn't helping the video title, boys. Paulo Da Silva is, though, as well as Vitorino, Hilton, Daniele is not, Macaulay is, though. It's not that bad if not everybody retires, but I would have been nice to see absolutely everyone retire. Suleimani's retiring, Gobbi's retiring, Ashley Cole is, Olga Sawara's staying, Buffel's retiring, Pizarro's retiring, Gonzalez is retiring. There's a lot of people retiring. The majority of them are. There's only about 4 players that aren't. Nakamura and Nive are. What we will have to do is get rid of these players on loan, because obviously they're going to come back and affect the experiment. So I'll have to bring these guys back and then sell them or release them, and then we'll just be with the guys who are retiring. We've now sold all of the players who are, like, not old, basically. All of the players who are out on loan, we've recalled them and sold them, so they won't interfere now. We're going to sim to the halfway stage of the season, because I actually want to see how this team does, to be fair, at the end of a season. If anyone's confused as to why I chose this team as well, the reason I chose Forest is because I live in Nottingham, but the reason I chose the championship side is because I think this team is just above championship quality, and I don't want to get sacked. So we're halfway through the season, and this is how the table is looking here in the championship. I was actually very concerned because we lost the first 2 games of the season. We were plumb last with 0 points. We managed to gain 50 in the 24 that have followed, and this is how the team is looking. And to be honest, not everyone has actually gone down. I believe Buffel, Gonzalez, and Da Silva have. Ashley Cole definitely has as well, but Villar, Nive, Nakamura, and Hilton definitely haven't, so not as much of a decrease as I was actually expecting. I thought this team would do a lot worse in terms of ratings by now. Okay, so we've now reached the end of the season. We'll take a look at how we did across the season in a second, but first of all, just going to make sure we absolutely have as little players remaining for next season as is humanly possible. We do still have one Nottingham Forest youngster on the books, but his contract is expiring in 2 months anyway, so he'll just get released. So we've got Daniele, we've got Salter, we've got Perez. We're going to keep Perez anyway, just because he's bare old, but I might release one of Salter and Daniele, because then we've only got 2 players, I think, remaining for next season. Let's just get rid of Daniele. We'll might as well do that. We'll release him. Now, the interesting thing is I've actually done this before when I've been simming through seasons for a video, and usually the board will give new contracts to the players that are leaving if you've run out of players, if you've not got enough players to fill up the next season. But obviously, it's not a situation where their contracts are expiring. They're actually retiring. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know whether we're going to get their regens, whether we're going to just get random players, whether we're going to get sacks. I've literally got no idea. But just quickly before we find out, if anyone who was wondering how the team of the oldest players in the game pretty much would do in the championship, they actually won the league, and convincingly as well. I'm not going to lie, boys. I'm actually well interested to see what happens here. I hope something actually big happens, because I've genuinely never tested this before. Alright, so the end of the season has arrived officially. We've got a good performance review because, well, we did well. We've got an 88 manager rating at the top of the screen. So we're going to sim into the next season, and then I guess when we arrive actually officially in season 2, that's when we'll actually find out what happens. So you can see pre-season tournament invite. We've just loaded in now. The only thing I've checked is the emails. There wasn't anything there, but I will show you that in a second. We are now on what, the 2nd of July? There's nothing about objectives or anything. I might just sim forward one more day so we get the usual haul of emails. We've got a transfer budget increase. Okay, well, we might well need that. There's no other emails, nothing else. Okay. So the board haven't renewed any contracts or anything like that. What has happened? The players remained. We've got random players. We've got regens. Let's take a little look. Right, okay. And what is that? What in the world is this? This is a completely different team. Right, hang on a second. Okay, right. Some of them have remained. Oh, okay. What is this team? It's just given us goalkeepers. Okay, so Perez has obviously remained because he stayed anyway. He's 46. Ogasawara, I swear we released him. I can't remember I don't remember still having him. I know we still had Salter, who's now right back. And Pelissier apparently stayed as well. He was an original, so he's 40 now. The rest of the players are all different. Okay, so what have we got? This Sevarsson guy, who's 34, from Iceland. No clue where this man has come from. Are these free agents? This is Groff, a Hungarian goalkeeper playing at left back. Why have we got so many goalkeepers? We've literally got a bench full of goalkeepers. This is an absolute sham. What the hell has happened here? We've got a bench full of goalkeepers. This is the Icelandic goalkeeper. He's the one who makes films as well as playing football. What is going on here? We've got a bunch of, maybe we've just got a lot of free agents. Thurman, who's from South Africa. O'Keefe, who's from England. Manjek from Cameroon, Kirillov from Bulgaria is a winger, and Pelissier, as I mentioned earlier, is still at the club. We've been fully shafted. I wonder why have we just got goalkeepers though? We've got Henderson, Mitrev, Paul, Ekrami, Koprivek, Haldorsen, and Carvalho. Imagine we need to bring on we don't have any substitutes. They're all goalkeepers. I'm sorry, Furman, mate. If you're tired, you're not coming off. Okay, so this actually is the team. I mean, you can see the list of goalkeepers. Jesus Lord. Half the team is goalkeepers. Literally half the team is goalkeepers. We haven't even got anyone interesting. We haven't even got any regens for the free agents or anything. We've genuinely just got random players from all over the gaff. And all the players from last time are retiring. Even Oscar Perez, he's giving up. He's 47. He wants to retire with the wife and kids, probably grandkids at this point. There you have it. I mean, it was never going to end well with that team in the Premier League, was it, realistically? The decision from the board is that our contract has been terminated after all we did for you, Nottingham Forest. So there you have it. That is what happens when your whole team retires in FIFA 19 career mode. If you're banking on all your players retiring in one season, I'd probably either prepare for the worst, or just bring in some young players, to be honest with you. Anyway, regardless of that, that is going to wrap up today's video as to what happens if your whole team retires in career mode. If you want to see any other experiments like this, then let me know down in the comment section which ones you want to see, whether the whole team gets injured or anything, whatever you want to see, drop it down in the comment section below. Apart from that though, if you enjoyed the video, slap a like on it and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It's the big red button under the video and it massively helps me out. And you can also follow me on social media these days too. My Twitter and Insta are at @theofficialfng and links are down below. But it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a great day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.
You the best, no loss. Bad girl, why you feel so nice? So wrong, but it feels so right.